Greetings from First Horizons Coliseum here in Greensboro, North Carolina, as we're halfway through a stacked four-game slate on the second day of the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament. I'm Tucker Terry, he's Riley Klaus, and we've got the 7-10 matchup coming up between Virginia and Cal. And Riley, Virginia, they've been playing their best basketball of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. They're picking up a lot of momentum. A huge win versus Pitt yesterday on the first day of this tournament allows them to carry on into today. And when you look at their team, you first got to look at Kimora Johnson, a first-team All-ACC player, as well as getting some momentum from Latasha Lattimore as well. They, as you mentioned it, are getting hot, and they want to continue that today against Cal.
But for Virginia, it all comes down to getting stops, as Cal is one of the most potent offenses in the entire country.
Right. You look at their team, and Ioana Cremealy is lights out from downtown. She can shoot the ball from anywhere. Second team All-ACC this season, as well as Michelle Onya can grab the boards and maybe give them some second chance points. It's Cal's first tournament in the ACC and their first time in Greensboro, and they're looking to make some noise this season in this tournament.
Virginia Cal coming up at the top of the hour. We'll have the call here on 3304 Sports.
It's what happened, make shit timeless.
Thanks, Riley. Taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who are the defending ACC champions, are the third-seeded Duke Blue Devils, who really hang their hats on the defensive end of the floor. Duke will press all game and switch all screens, and fortunately, they have the depth to play this aggressive, non-stop style of defense. Duke is two of the best bench players in the entire ACC. Look at Toby Fournier, who recently won ACC Freshman of the Year. She's actually the team's leading scorer despite playing just 20 minutes a game off the bench. Joining her off the bench is Aluchi Akanawa, who actually led the game in scoring with 14 points against Louisville in their 61-48 win to get here. While Duke's offense may not be the strongest, they're hoping that their defense can push them past Notre Dame and take them all the way to the ACC championship. Riley and I will have the call at 2:30 here on 3304 Sports. Inbounding is DeJesus, gets it into Wood. Easy push shot off the window from the left block. Gets it to go. And Duke trails 18-19 now with 8:16 to play in the second quarter. Miles takes it up the far sideline, swings it to King. Over to Citron, looking for a screen from King, moving to her right. Looking inside to Koval at the high post, rips through, spins, lefty hook, throws it off the backboard, but she draws the foul, and she's headed to the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, strong possession there from Notre Dame to just charge eventually to the lane. I think that's where both of these teams are going to see a lot of success in this matchup. And another shot from the charity stripe, which for Notre Dame is actually going to be their first of the day compared to Duke's 4 in this contest.
Like you said, Koval about to head to the free throw line where she shoots 76% on the season. Very good free throw shooter for a big, as she had 4 points in the win yesterday against Cal. Gets the first free throw to fall. 20-18 now with 8:02 remaining here in the second quarter. Takes two dribbles, puts up the second, misses a little short, and Okanawa is on the defensive glass. Moving up the far baseline at the left, swings it to Donovan. Switching sides are the Blue Devils, hands it off to Richardson. This dude continues to swing it around the perimeter. DeJesus setting up the offense here. Richardson running around a screen, can't get the ball. Screen from Thomas, DeJesus driving right, over Koval. Good scoop finish for DeJesus. That's her second bucket of the game.
Strong athleticism and just confidence going up to the lane, and that results in a solid bucket for Duke.
She averages 3 a game, already got 5 tonight. As handling it on the far left wing is Citron. It's knocked away, good save by Duke. Delaney Thomas keeps it in bounds. Blue Devils going the other way. Back to DeJesus. She's had a good game. Kicks it corner. Richardson inside to Thomas. Thomas gets fed for the easy layup inside.
Yeah, another great look, and you have to give credit, as you said, to Thomas for saving that possession so they could go on the other end.
Perhaps a thank you for the good defensive play from Thomas. She gets the bucket as Notre Dame looks inside. Koval looking for the cutter. That was Citron, but we're going to get a foul on the floor here. That's on Reagan Richardson, her second, team's third of the quarter. Notre Dame has yet to foul here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this has just kind of been a back and forth affair. Duke, 3 of their last 3. Notre Dame hasn't scored from the floor in 2.5 minutes.
King on the right elbow, looking inside. A little bit too much there for Prosper. Throws it over the shoulder and out of bounds, and Duke will retake possession, leading 22-20, just under 7 minutes to play in this half. DeJesus moving left to right, gets the ball back, screen from Thomas, drives right, float game, off the window and in. 7 points now for DeJesus, having a great afternoon.
Yeah, this is when in the tournament you want to see these kind of unexpected characters emerge. She certainly has today.
Miles looks inside, nearly throws it away, and she does another good save. This time it was Richardson jumping out of bounds. Corner, DeJesus, another one, no good, off the rim. Okanawa knocks it out of bounds. Notre Dame will take possession.
Yeah, a bit of a heat check there from DeJesus, but she's been hot in this ball game, so not surprised to see her give it a shot, but Notre Dame gets the basketball.
Jackson hyping her up despite the miss. Not a bad look given the 3-for-3 start. She is Duke's leading scorer with 7 as Duke opens up it with some full court pressure. Not too much work for Hidalgo getting it up the court. She takes the screen from Carlin, who just checked back in. High-low action. Koval looking at outside for Miles. Fakes a screen, Miles drives left, puts up a righty scoop all the way around the rim and out. On the defensive glass is Donovan. Baseline, tries to fit one in to Jackson, can't do it. That goes out of bounds, and to the shock of the Duke crowd, this is Notre Dame possession.
Yeah, Donovan with the no-look slick pass down low for Jackson. Citron tips it away and must have deflected it off of Jackson, giving Notre Dame the basketball, but certainly from the outside, maybe the fans wouldn't have seen it.
Duke's 8th turnover of the first half as they lead 24-20 with 5:44 to play here in the second quarter. Hidalgo moving right to left, picks up her dribble at the top of the key, swings it over to Koval. She's got it at the logo, over to Citron. Waiting for a Koval screen, gets the screen. Good hedge from Duke, but inside is Koval. Good dump off from Citron, and Koval gets an easy lefty layup.
Yeah, great ball movement from the Fighting Irish right there.
Good pick and roll work from Notre Dame as DeJesus looking to bounce back. Taken away from Hidalgo. What quick hands. She's got a 2-on-1 fast break. Pulls up for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Carlin on the glass, and she puts it up and in. Tied at 24. 5 minutes to play this half. Jackson looks inside for Fournier. Can't find her. Getting it inside to Okanwa. No good, but she draws the foul on the right-hand side of the basket, heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, just aggressiveness from Duke there, and that's what they're looking to see.
And it looks like we're going to go to a break. When we come back, Okanawa is going to take 2 free throws with a chance to get on the scoring column, Duke's leading scorer from a game ago. But we're going to head to a brief break as Duke and Notre Dame are all knotted up at 24. Finally, we'll check out the highly anticipated Big Ten Championship between #1 Oregon and #3 Penn State, a game that essentially decides the 1 seed and a bye in the college football playoffs. Right off the bat, Heisman finalist Dylan Gabriel found Kenyon Sadiq for an acrobatic 28-yard hurdling touchdown. Oregon took over the shootout in the early going, but the Nittany Lions would not go away. Drew Alar found the gap in the Duck zone, firing a 22-yard seam ball for an Amari Evans score. Unfortunately for Penn State, they just had no answers for Gabriel. Including this on-the-run beautiful strike to Tez Johnson, Gabriel went for 283 and 4 scores with no picks. Drew Alar was able to work some magic, somehow staying upright to throw this 3rd touchdown of the night and make it just a single possession ball game. But it wasn't enough, as a late interception on a go route sealed the deal for the Ducks in a 45-37 thriller. Penn State hosts SMU in the first round of the college football playoffs in what should be an electric environment in the whiteout crowd. Oregon claimed the #1 overall seed and will take on the winner of Ohio State versus Tennessee. This morning, I got the opportunity to sit down with Virginia Tech's Director of Compliance, J.C. Jadan, to discuss the NIL and its impact on the landscape of college sports.
Do I think that the net gain of name, image, and likeness has been positive. I certainly do. That being said, I certainly won't say that it's perfect, right? Regulation has been a mess at times. Finding clarity on certain fronts has been difficult.
For the better or the worse, NIL is here and it's not going anywhere fast. So just like everyone else, Virginia Tech has been budgeting their $20.5 million revenue sharing figure for the coming year. The final split, 75% to football, 15% to men's basketball, and the final 10% for everything else.
At the end of the day, football is what keeps a lot of sports afloat. The better we do in football, the better we are able to do in everything else. So that's something we're never to be shy about. We really take pride in that.
Unfortunately, injuries and late-game mismanagement plagued the Hokies on their way to a disappointing 6-7 football season. Allocating so much money to an underachieving football team in turn hurt the men's basketball program, which lost over 85% of its production from a year prior. This puts immense pressure on VT Athletic Director Whit Babcock, as well as head football coach Brent Pry, to produce with another talented group this season. As it turns out, the ACC finds itself under just as much pressure as the Hokies.
I won't sugarcoat it. Obviously, the SEC and the Big Ten are certainly leading college athletics in most aspects at the moment. You know, a lot of people are writing the ACC off, and I think that's unfair for a lot of reasons. But I don't believe that, you know, the ACC is destined to be the Pac-12 or anything like that, right? You are talking about a lot of national brands, especially now with Florida State and Clemson remaining in the conference. You're talking about success across all sports.
In just 4 years of the NIL's existence, we've already seen sweeping changes. With that in mind, I was curious to see what JC thinks could be its next evolution.
The more that NIL can kind of shift away from getting kids paid and shift more towards actually helping kids build a brand, find opportunities, focus more on the marketing and less just kind of on the check deposit.